Okay, hi, welcome to HitBullsEye. My name is Prabjot Singh. So we're going to again continue with the session of Bulldoze Daily GK Current Affairs. So today is 11th of March. We are going to continue the session. We are going to cover up the 5 very important issues and news that happened today. So before starting this lecture, before starting this class, I would like you to please subscribe this channel, click the bell icon, so whenever we upload any video, you get the notification about that, right? So as today is 11th of March, the topics that we are going to do is 3rd National Youth Parliament Festival. It is going to be observed on this day. Then it's 2022 ISSF World Cup, that is International Shooting Sports Federation. Then Yoon Sun Yeol elected as the new South Korean president. Then is Skoch State of Governance ranking 2021, India's largest floating solar power project. So these are the news that we are going to cover up today. So the first one is, so India is going to observe the 3rd National Youth Parliament Festival. It is organized jointly by the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is also known as House of People. House of People, Lok Sabha, or it is also known as Lower House. It is presided by the Speaker. So jointly by the Lok Sabha Secretariat and Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports. Who is this Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports? Is Mr. Anurag Thakur. On March 10 and April 11 in the Central Hall of the Parliament, New Delhi. So the Sports Minister, Mr. Anurag Thakur, addressed the inaugural session of National Youth Parliament Festival on March 10, while the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla addressed the valedictory function on March 11. So next, go to the next news. So India got first rank and India got its first place in the medal standing in the International Shooting Sport Federation. So by winning a total of 7 medals, we all know that Indian shooting is one of the best games right now, and even India won the individual gold. The first individual gold won by any Indian was in 2012. It was in shooting. Who was that shooter? Abhinav Bindra. We already won gold in hockey, but that is a team game. But India didn't won the individual gold. The individual gold was won by Abhinav Bindra in 2012 shooting in the London Olympics. Then there are other very famous shooters. Ranjan Sodhi is one of them. Even the right now the BJP leader and the ex-sports minister Rajvardhan Singh Rathore, he was also a very famous shooter. So by winning a total of 7 medals, the Indian team took the first place in the medals tally with the 4 golds, 2 silver and 1 bronze. So Norway took the second place in the medal tally with the 6 medals, with 3 gold, 1 silver and 2 bronze. So this was a spectacular performance by the Indian shooters in the ISSF World Championship. So Yoon Sun Yeol elected as a new South Korean president, and South Korea, the capital of South Korea is what? Seoul. Capital of South Korea is Seoul. So Yoon Sun Yeol has been declared as the winner of 2022 South Korean presidential election, elected as the new president of the country. So he is scheduled to assume office as president on May 10, 2022 for a fixed term of 5 years. So he will be succeeded in cabinet the last president, that is Moon Jae-in. So let's talk about the next news. So let's talk about the Skoch State of Governance ranking. So in Hindi, the governance is known as what? It is known as Shasan. What do you mean by Shasan? Shasan means how you exercise the power, how you give the rule of law, how you give rule of order, right? The way you present it to the people of India, the people of that particular country or area or community, that is called as governance, right? So I personally feel that the first and the primary purpose of any government in the democracy is not even in the democracy, even the dictatorial type of the government or the presidential form of a government, the thing that the government need to give, that is the governance. So in the Skoch State of Governance Index, Andhra Pradesh has retained its #1 spot in the Skoch State of Governance ranking for the second consecutive year. So according to the release, the state retained the first rank for the second consecutive year. Last year also they got the same ranking. So Andhra Pradesh bagged top in the governance, and in 2018 it was at the second position and later slipped to fourth in 2019 according to Skoch. The second rank was bagged by the West Bengal and Odisha. Who know the West Bengal of the CM of West Bengal? That is Mamata Banerjee, and the Odisha is, that is Patnaik. Mr. Patnaik was ranked third, and Gujarat was ranked fourth, and Maharashtra was ranked fifth. So these were the leaders who got this award. One is the Andhra Pradesh, that is YCR Reddy. Then is Mamata Banerjee. Then is that's Odisha, and rest of the people who got this rank. And the very good improvement was by the Uttar Pradesh, by the Madhya Pradesh, and even by the Assam. Next one, India's largest floating solar power project. So the floating plant is established in the Southern Petrochemical Industries Corporation Limited at Thoothukudi in the Tamil Nadu to provide the clean energy. It aims to provide environmentally sustainable power generation and to reduce the carbon footprint. And we all know that in COP26 there is an Indian commitment to make India carbon neutral by 2035 or 30. So this was the India's flagship program. This is a dream of our Prime Minister to make India carbon neutral. And what does carbon neutral basically here means? Carbon neutral doesn't mean that we will not emit carbon dioxide after. That means there will be the same level of renewable type of a projects, or we have that same kind of a structure who absorbs or who can reduce that amount of carbon dioxide. Like for example, 1 billion ton of carbon dioxide is emitted every year. So what they will do, they will put those projects, and they will have that kind of a carbon sink who can reduce the same level of carbon dioxide, that is 1 billion ton, through those projects. So this is known as carbon neutrality. That doesn't mean that they will not emit carbon dioxide afterwards. So this is our largest solar floating power plant. So these were the 5 important issues and the 5 important news that we covered up today. So in the end, I would like you to please subscribe this channel. If you like this video, please click the bell icon. So whenever we upload any video, you get the notification about that. So the HitBullsEye will continue the same session of Bulldoze Daily GK Current Affairs, same time, same place tomorrow. So for further information, please refer the links given in the description box. Till then, I am signing off now. Thank you.